Ladies and gentlemen, the SRL is back. We've had 2 games, action-packed rugby league, and tonight we've got another 2 games that are sure to entertain the masses. The Canberra Raiders take on the North Queensland Cowboys up in Queensland. This is going to be an absolute blockbuster. Both these teams, very different situations. Last season, of course, the Cowboys struggled for wins throughout the entire season, whereas the Raiders, they had a losing run to begin the year, but then they exploded and made the finals. They lost in a narrow loss to South Sydney in that finals week 1, but they are back with a vengeance. They've got a fairly fresh side too, if I'm honest. I think that, you know, you bring in the guys like Wally Allen, Jordan Lewis, Jonty McGuinnesskin, a couple of new rookies on their team, obviously, and then you look at some of their signings. Luke Malchus up against his former club tonight. He's a leader in the forward pack. Sonny Tyre, we know how good he can be. He's on the bench for the Raiders tonight, so it's going to be really interesting to see, you know, where he comes on and what type of impact he can have. Then you look at the Cowboys. They basically revamped the entire roster. Chris Lord, what a job he has done. He signed, I wouldn't call them journeymen, but, you know, there aren't many superstars that he's brought over to the club, but he's brought solid competitors that he thinks is going to do a job for him. So I have to rate the recruitment there from Chris Lord. This is going to be an absolutely close contest. I think that the Cowboys, realistically, they're in my top 4. They are my smokies for the entire premiership, if I'm honest. I look at the way that they've recruited. I think Chris Lord is an amazing player, and I think he's a great leader too. So I think that he's going to have a big impact. And then you look at Canberra. I worry a little bit about their forwards. You know, they've lost Bo Sadler and Samuel Robinson, who worked in that dummy half role and off the bench in an impact role. We know how big Bo Sadler was for their side and how big he's going to be for Manly. And then obviously they've lost men like DePace and Lillard, so they've lost some grunt up front, but that spine is still there. The spine, you know, Luke Thompson, he ended last season in career best form, and Mark Iron, he's an absolute superstar. They've added Samuel Atchison, who's an Australian representative, so I think that they're in a really good position to try and challenge for the top 4 again this year and the premiership. That's obviously their goal. They've got men like Rahul Kaval, who has been in the finals 2 years running now. He was there with South Sydney, and he was there last year with Canberra. I think he's going to be fired up to try and get a premiership ring this season. So I think it's going to be an absolutely thrilling contest tonight. I think both teams are going to want to get up early and get a good win. But the Cowboys at home, they have a strong home record, and there's Stace DePace also against his former club. I'm really excited to see how he goes. So Chris Lord takes it up over the 30 now. So we've just seen, this is always an interesting part of the game, just the feeling out process between both teams, as now Damien Moana cuts back. Fihu takes him down. Of course, Fihu was off the bench to start last week's game in the preseason, and they really did lack a lot of defence in the middle. That's inexperience there, and it was not good enough from Canberra, so they need to be better this week, and that's really good defence there from Fihu. As Luke Thompson takes on the line now. Thompson's had a decent start to the game. He's put in a couple nice kicks. Atchison at dummy half. He'll go left out to Fihu. Fihu. Oh, long ball gets taken by Moana. That's huge. The Cowboys are under a lot of pressure there, and O'Neill, he's not happy. He's giving words to another man in the leadership group. Oh, but they give away an intercept to the Cowboys, and Luke Thompson has the ball now. So just like that, the Canberra Raiders are back on the attack. They need to be more conservative now. There goes Jordan Lewis, one of those new recruits. He is actually a Cowboys fan, but he signed with the Canberra Raiders this season, and he's an absolute superstar in the make. Is Jacob Morrison breaks straight through. Great work from Morrison. He's, of course, got fullback aspirations this season and into the future. Be interesting to see what happens. There's a bit of miscommunication there. O'Neill gives it to Kaval, who juggled it. 4th tackle now. They're going to swing it back to the right. O'Neill out to Thompson, but that's good defence from the Cowboys. They rushed up quickly on Luke, and he'll be forced to play the ball 5 metres out from the Cowboys' line. Here they go to O'Neill. O'Neill with a grubber kick, and that's a poor kick. Really poor there from O'Neill. He's a controlling half. He had a great season last year, but that's not the start to the season he would have liked, as he gives away a 7-tackle set for the North Queensland Cowboys, and it's the skipper, Chris Lord, who will bring this ball forward. Rahan Taval up against his brother, obviously. that's going to be a running battle throughout the night. They're not on the same edge, unfortunately. That's something I'm sure the fans would have loved to see, is Amatagi, sorry. He takes the ball forward. An interesting choice at fullback. Luka Moscow is, of course, there as well, but, you know, I think Tyler can do a really good job out in that position. DeBase will play it at the 40-metre line. Kalsakau, long ball out to Moscow. We were just talking about Luka, and he makes some strong meters. He is a very solid winger. He's a very underrated signing this season as well before they go out to DePace to take another run. So he is busy tonight, Stace DePace. He is fired up. We haven't seen much of Luke Malchus so far as Wallace goes to dummy half. He gives it out to Rahan Kaval, and he goes long. It's a good kick, actually. Joseph Black was back there to collect, though, and he puts on some footwork and breaks straight through. He gets to the 30 before he's dragged down by Amatagi. Amatagi there, he put him down, and he'll play the ball. Mark Iron puts on a bit of footwork. Probably should have come off his left there, but regardless, it's a strong run from the Raiders fullback. He's got MVP goals this year as Kaval takes the next run. O'Neill with the short pass. Third tackle, they go to the right. Fi'ud will just take the ball up. He's going to try and get it to the 40. Doesn't quite get there. Fourth tackle, they'll go to the left. O'Neill takes on the line. He put his hand up for a run there, and he makes 15 metres. Strong run from the 5/8. That's the last tackle. They'll go long out to Fi'u. Fi'u's going to put in the kick. He punts it straight down to Bunty Cambolo, and there goes Cambolo. He's one of the new guys. He breaks through another. Can he make it? No, Jack O'Neill's rounding him up. Great tackle, but what a great run from Bunty. Bunty will play the ball. They go out to Moana. Moana, he gets dragged down at the 30, but he gets some really good post-contact meters, and the Cowboys are flying. Chris Lord, short pass onto Kobe Johnston. Johnston will drive forward, the former Parramatta Eels captain, before they go out to Mobston. Mobston almost breaks through. They are 15 metres out and flying, the North Queensland Cowboys. And Thomas Wallace from dummy half. He breaks through one tackle of Tarangi Haufi'u. He's 5 metres away. Kavar at dummy half onto Moana, who puts up a beautiful bomb. Coming through, Chen gets it. He wasn't in the in goal, so he puts on some footwork and gets over to the 10-metre line. Some worrying signs for Canberra here as Black gives it to Tu'ua. Tu'ua will get dragged down short of the 20-metre line. Atchison at dummy half again. He gives it to Malchus. Malchus out to Kaval, and there he goes, the captain. That's a big run from the skipper. He stands up when they need it. The Cowboys are starting to gain some ascendancy, but Rahal makes a really important run there, and they'll go down the blind side. Out to Corey Bell. Bell breaks through one tackle. He's a maligned figure in the SRL. He's had some big controversy, but regardless, he has played his way into a Raiders jumper. He left Manly with a premiership ring. He was stripped of his vice captaincy, of course, last season, and he's looking to make amends at the Canberra Raiders, and that's a strong tackle on Cambolo this time. They weren't going to miss him there. I think it was Jacob Morrison who made that tackle as Lord goes out to Johnston. Johnston gets dragged down short of the 20-metre line. So just on Jacob Morrison, who made that strong tackle, he, of course, has got goals to one day play in the #1 jumper for Canberra or another SRL club potentially. He got a bit of a taste of what it's like at the back when he played on the wing, and he did struggle a little bit. I think it was just an experience thing. Had a couple of inexperienced plays, not knowing, he's not used to playing at the back. So I think that he's talked to the leadership team, I'm told, and they've said, you definitely have got a future at fullback, but take your time with us, and we'll keep on training you to be better there and give you more experience in the SRL arena, as Malchus takes this ball forward now. That second tackle for the Raiders. And that's a forward pass from Atchison. That's poor from an Australian representative. I think Jack O'Neill overran that pass a bit. He does like to get the ball flat, Jack O'Neill, and it was bad from both men, realistically. I think Atchison shouldn't have thrown the pass, but O'Neill should have timed his run a bit better as Amatagi breaks through one, breaks through another. He gets it through a third, and that's the first try of the season for the North Queensland Cowboys. And we'll have a look at it here on the replay, and he's got that ball down. The bunker weren't sure, but there's no doubt about it. The ankle tap from Mark Iron couldn't stop him from getting to the line, and that's a great individual effort. There was some really poor misses from the Raiders defence there. Of course, I'm not sure who was in the first line of defence, but O'Neill slipped out of that tackle pretty poorly. Probably should have made that one, Jack. And the Cowboys, they are in the box seat early. Great stuff from them. They've shown a lot of commitment. And Kaval will try and knock this one over. Great goal there from Rahan. And it is 6-0 to the North Queensland Cowboys. I'm sure some people didn't see this one coming. It'll be interesting to see how the Raiders respond to these points now. You know, the Raiders halves need to take control of this game. Luke Thompson is a much more level-headed, I suppose, half. You know, he plays a much calmer game than Jack O'Neill, who's a lot more passionate, a lot more aggressive at times with his running game and with how he addresses his team. However, I think that this is Luke Thompson's chance to take control. I think O'Neill's had plenty of ball. I think they've got to get some ball out to the right, try and get Alex Chen, the experienced centre, some ball. And then maybe if they can't make any breaks down that right, then swing back to the left, get Jacob Morrison some early ball once they've dragged a couple numbers down to that other edge. So, you know, the halves have got to work together now. They've got to work in conjecture with one another, or they're not going to get far, as the Cowboys are making strong meters. Cal Sarkow, very underrated back rower. He's an absolute superstar of the SRL. I think he's one of the best forwards we have, but he doesn't get the raps he deserves. I suppose he was in a very, very struggling team this time last year for the Cowboys, as Zach Smith will put this kick through now, and that's a great take from Black. He tries to put some footwork on, but he gets monstered in that tackle. That's a brilliant tackle there. I think it might have been Chris Lord, as they go back through the hands to Tu'ua. He'll get dragged down 5 metres short of the 30-metre line. So he had a pretty strong season last year. He was sort of subbed off a few times throughout last season, Sabbath, but he's been given a starting spot, and I think he deserves it as they give it to him again, but he got monstered in that tackle there. The Cowboys' first up contact has been tremendous so far tonight. Thompson with an early kick. He kicks out to Bell, and it goes out on the full. So that shows that the Raiders might be feeling the pressure a bit. You know, that's a bit of a get-out-of-jail free card play there from Luke Thompson, and it did not pay off at all. Corey Bell couldn't believe it as that ball came flying towards him. I don't think it was a missed kick. I think that was on purpose, and, you know, Bell wasn't even unmarked, so not good there from Canberra, but they need to defend this set. The Cowboys scored off a scrum, and they'll go to Amatagi again, but Jack O'Neill gets him this time. He wasn't going to let him get past him 2 times in a row, and Tyler will play the ball. Wallace, he goes at dummy half. Ward, he gives it off to Cal Sarkow. He gets the legs pumping again. Great first stint for Jamal. I think this first 20 minutes has been really strong for him as Lord. Chris Lord's ball playing in the middle has been excellent so far. He's bringing his forwards onto the ball really well, and it's troubling the Raiders' middles as Moana goes out long, out to Neemana, and he gets dragged down by Kaval. But they don't have markers, and they go out to Moana, but they raced up off the line there. That was strong defense. I'm not sure who made that tackle, and it's the last. They go to Lord, and Lord gets monstered. Fi'u was involved in that one, and he gets up and he pumps his chest. He knows how important that tackle was. That was great from the leadership member. Oh, but that's a huge shot on Corey Bell. Corey Bell spills the ball, and all of a sudden, they are under pressure again, the Canberra Raiders. Short pass. Neemana, he goes for the line. Has he made it? I think he might have scored. We'll go to the bunker, but I think it was that man, Chris Lord, again, with beautiful ball playing in the forwards, and yeah, he's crashed over for sure. We can't try to see Atchison is in the way, but I think he gets the ball right on the line. That's brilliant from the North Queensland Cowboys. Great stuff from them. They'll go up green lights, and Canberra shell-shocked. They don't have any answers for this Cowboys attack. They are short passes through the middle, are just troubling the forwards, and then their edge defense really hasn't been that great, Canberra, but I do think they've been let down by their forwards a little bit too. But again, someone's got to lay down the law now. There isn't much talk in that huddle. Where's O'Neill? Where's Kaval? They need to address these issues in the middle. Someone needs to get to these forwards. This is not a good start from them, but, you know, full credit to the Cowboys. They are playing fantastic at the moment, out of their skins. They are a team that is definitely underrated this season, but like I said, I've got them as a dark horse for the Premiership. 12-0 to the Cowboys. We are back underway now, and Kaval will take that ball and give it off to the try scorer, Big Namana. Great stuff from him, and that's first tackle. Wallace at dummy half. He takes off. He breaks through a tackle. And already again, That middle defence for Canberra is letting them down. Malchus is off. I think that their subs have come on. Jonty McGuinnesskin is one of them. I think the other one's Wally Allen from memory, and so far they aren't living up to it. As they go through, Wallace out to Moana to Tyler Almatagi. He almost breaks through, but he's pulled down just short of the 40. Fourth tackle now, they'll swing back to the left, and there's the try scorer again there, Mana. He's had a brilliant start to this game. He's just come on the field 5 minutes ago, and he's already got a try and about 3 runs in that set. Brilliant stuff from him as they kick it out to Corey Bell, the New Zealand representative. He's dragged down just short of the 30-metre line. They go out to O'Neill. O'Neill long pass out to Atchison. Atchison, he probably could have kept that ball playing going. Out to Thompson, but he got dragged down. Iron to dummy half. O'Neill out to Caval. I want to see Mark Iron put his hand up and take a few runs here. Get on the back of some swing plays. I think that's important as they go out long now to Ben Arnold. Arnold is the other guy, sorry. Wally Allen must be playing jumper number 17. Atchison at dummy half. O'Neill out to McGuinnesskin, and that's a good run from Jonty. Jonty breaks over just past the 40-metre line, and that'll be 5th and last. Jonty will play the ball. Atchison goes long. Thompson, nice kick from him, but it does not find grass, and Luca Moscow winds up. He broke through one tackle there, attempt of Alex Chen, I believe it was, and then he was dragged down by the kicker, Luke Thompson, who's had a pretty solid game so far from Canberra. Better defence in the middle there. McGuinnesskin and Fitu, combined for that tackle, and they go through their hands out to Amatagi, and he gets monstered. That's good defence from the Raiders. Luke Thompson leading the way. Chen was also involved as Caval will go long out to Lord, and this is a much, much better set from the men in green. Fourth tackle, they're just short of the 40. The Cowboys, they're going to kick early through Caval. It's a pretty handy kick. It's not going to have the distance though, and Mark Iron brings it back, and he powers towards the defensive line. He's pulled down, just 35 metres away from his own line. Ben Arnold gets monstered though, and the Cowboys are starting to gain some ascendancy again in this set. O'Neill, he goes long out to Iron. Iron gets monstered as well, and their fullback has been dragged down, so the main attacking weapon got handled with pretty much ease. The Cowboys' defence has been great, and now they try Joseph Black, but again, the Cowboys' first up contact has been incredible. The Raiders has left a lot to be desired as Tu'ua. That's a good run. They needed something like that from Sabbath, and he put his hand up. It's the 5th tackle now. Luke Thompson, we're going to need another one of those good kicks from his left boot. He puts in a great kick. Almatagi had to get back there. He's going to put on some footwork here. Is he? Yes, he gets back to the 20. So poor first up contact from Canberra, and the Cowboys get out of jail a little bit there. They really could have rolled the sleeves up the Raiders, but they had to made that first tackle. Irwin now, he will get dragged down 25 metres out from the Cowboys line. They go long back on the inside. Amatagi, he's broken straight through. Iron will tackle him, and yet again it's the middle defence of the Raiders that is letting them down big time. As they go long, they're going to try an inside ball play out to Rahon Caval, and he's broken straight through. Not good at all from the Canberra Raiders, but the Cowboys' attack is scintillating at the moment. Chris Lord, he goes long to Almatagi, out to Moscow. Moscow now breaks through. This is terrible defence, but wow, this is some exciting attack to watch. Zach Smith will play the ball. Lord, he puts up a big bomb. Caval batted back, and the captain scores. Chris Lord is in for the North Queensland Cowboys, and you can see the heads of the Canberra Raiders have gone down. The Cowboys are up 16-0. Lord put in the kick, he chases through, and that's just effort on effort from the Cowboys. They've been so strong, they deserve this lead, and the Raiders, they are struggling big time at the moment. Thompson gets us back underway. The Canberra Raiders, they are in a lot of trouble, but this Cowboys attack, and their defense, actually. It's just been a great all-around performance. I'm really excited about the Cowboys now as Wallace. He gets monstered in that tackle, but it was a good run from dumbing half. He took advantage of a marker not being square, and they'll go long straight away. Good shift, but Morrison, good defense there on Cooper Gronk. That was important. As it's third tackle now, Kimbolo, he'll give it out to Lord. Lord's ball playing down the middle, honestly. Chris Lord's performance tonight in that lock forward role has been incredible. It was new recruit Kobe Johnston that broke through there, and there goes Tyler Almatagi. Can the Cowboys jag another try before halftime? That would be huge. Of course, there haven't been very many big scorelines put on in the SRL, but watching this game right now, I can see a big scoreline happening as Joseph Black breaks straight through. That's what the Raiders need, and he beats another one. That's a great run from Joseph. He's, of course, you know, I wouldn't say he's struggled in recent time, but he's definitely hasn't set the SRL alight. But he has a big chance now. He's got that 5 on his back. He's the man. Weston was let go. They said, you are out. Oh, this is scintillating attack here from the Raiders. I'll get back to Joseph Black. That was some really good attack. Alex Chen pulled down 10 metres short, and here they go. Thompson out to McGinniskin. McGinniskin gets the little legs pumping, but he's dragged down 5 metres short of his try line, and that's a huge shot. I think that was the captain. If it wasn't, I'm sorry, but that's a brilliant tackle. And now O'Neill, he put a grubber kick in, it found legs. Arnold picked it up, but that's all she wrote for Canberra in that set. Not the ending they would have liked. Jack O'Neill, he needed to find the in-goal area with that grubber. As we head back in with the Cowboys, it's first tackle, about to be second. Chris Lord takes a strong run. I'm so impressed with him. He's definitely looking like he'd pick up the 3 points if the Cowboys can go on with this one. He's been great. So is Cal Sarkow, and so is Johnston. It's been a really strong performance from the forwards as Irwin juggles that one, but he still makes 10 metres or so on that run. Wallace now, who'll give it to Caval. Caval out to Kobe Johnston, and Johnston, that guy I was just talking about, pulled down short of the 40. Here we go with the Cowboys now. Moana, he'll kick long. Mark Iron gets there well. It probably wasn't the best kick there from Damien, who is still trying to figure out the halves. He played on the wing primarily for the Warriors. O'Neill, he turns it back on the inside to Ben Arnold, and he gets monstered in that tackle by the Cowboys. So second for the Raiders. 40 metres out from their own line. O'Neill goes long now to Tu'ua, and he gets monstered. The Cowboys' defence, I feel like a broken record. I'm just talking on and on and on about monstered. The Raiders being monstered. Here they go again. O'Neill gets put on his back, but they're being put on their back. Majority of tackles. Fi'u long ball. Out to McGinniskin. That's better. Jonty has found his front a few times tonight and gotten those legs pumping. That's been strong from Canberra, and it'll be the 5th and final. Thompson will likely take this kick, and he's going to have to drive it long, and he does. That's a strong kick there from Luke all the way out to the 10-metre line. Moscow, he tries to break through, but that was a good covering tackle. I think that was Luke Thompson again. So Luke's had a couple of really good moments. He's definitely been the dominant playmaker of this first half for the Raiders. O'Neill, I guess he's gone missing a little bit. We haven't seen much ball out to the left since the start of the game as they'll go through their hands. Johnston, he gets dragged down by McGinniskin, I think that is. 40 metres out from the Cowboys line. They go out to Moana. Moana long. Thompson plucks the ball out. He's been Canberra's best so far today, I think, Luke Thompson. And that's a strong take from him. Tu'ua now, he'll get over the 30-metre line. So the Raiders, they're just trying to find some points before halftime. They've wrestled back a little bit of momentum. Luke Malchus got driven back in a good tackle there. So they'll go to the left. O'Neill again. Just a bit. I think he should have gone past Rahul Kaval there and given it to Morrison. He's the danger man. Mark Iron needs the ball now. O'Neill out to Thompson. Thompson doesn't give it. And that'll be it for the first half. The Cowboys are up 18-0. So the Raiders, they didn't come out of the sheds in the first half. Maybe they can in the second. Luke Malchus will bring it forward for the first run of the second half. The Cowboys up 18-0. Try scorers include their captain, Chris Lord. He has been absolutely incredible in the middle for the Cowboys. Honestly, he has torn the Raiders apart with his dynamic running, huge tackling, and most importantly, his ball playing around the ruck has been simply first class. It's been so good to watch from Chris as Luke Malchus will take this ball forward for the second time in the set. Canberra, their defence in the middle was so poor that some of their decision making. Also, Jack O'Neill, he's attempted a 40-20 here on the fourth tackle. It's looking all right. Oh, it's gone over, but they've said in touch. Maybe he was outside the 40. Let's have another look at it here. Good service there from Atchison. O'Neill, well, I think he might have been inside the 40 there. He's complaining to the referee, Rahal Koval. He's actually on the bench at the moment. He's come off for Wally Allen. He's up on his feet. He's not happy with that decision either. Lordell played out of the scrum anyway, and straight away, Sangster puts on some great footwork. He's fresh on the field too. So Chen missed that tackle early, and already the Canberra Raiders are slipping out of tackles. Again, that ball playing, bringing Mobston onto the ball, letting him get some extra leg drive. Good stuff from the Cowboys to pace. He gets forward. He gets almost to the 40-metre line. You know, as we go to Rahan Koval, he decides just to take the ball forward. I'm really liking the way that the Cowboys are using the ball. As Sangster, he got Joseph Sangster just kicked the ball backwards. I don't know if maybe he thought he dropped it and he kicked it out of frustration. It was bad service. He was going for the early kick, but the Raiders, 3 minutes into the second half, they're going to have a chance to put on their first points, and Luke Malchus gets the set started. 35 metres out. The home crowd, they've been giving it to their former captain, Luke Malchus. Atchison at dummy half, Fitu will take the ball up. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just really perplexed by what I've just witnessed as O'Neill goes deep into the line, out to Allen. Allen takes another run, gets over the 20. Jack O'Neill needs to come alive. They go down the blind side. Malchus, he goes out to Bell. Bell, he needs to stay in here. He does. Good defence from the Cowboys, though. They slid really well. Atchison goes long. Luke Malchus, he takes another run. So he's been busy to start the second half. He almost gets to the try line. It's the fifth and final. O'Neill, he's going to put this one up high. It's a pretty good kick coming underneath it. Morrison, he taps it back. Oh, but it just didn't quite land on the chest of Mark Iron. And they survived the Cowboys. It's pretty disappointing end to the set. I think that, to be honest, Morrison probably could have just caught that ball and put it down, but he decided to bat it back for Mark Iron, and it landed at his feet, and the Cowboys were able to scramble. So a missed chance there from the Raiders, as just earlier there, Bunty Cambolo, he's had a great start to the game. He makes another huge break, and Wells, he goes to dummy half. He's fresh on the field too, and DePace will take the ball forward over the 40 again. I'm really liking the Cowboys at the moment. Moana, he tries to break through. O'Neill barely holds on to him. Decent tackle. Morrison wasn't also involved there. He was present. As Lord, he throws an intercept. So Jordan Lewis plucks that one up. I'm really impressed with his game so far. And to be honest, I don't think that Chris Lord will want that back. He's been pretty good as O'Neill goes long out to Morrison. The ball playing of Chris Lord has been fantastic tonight, but he got that one wrong. Just overplayed his hand as Fitu goes short. Malchus breaks straight through. Luke Malchus is having an awesome game, or an awesome start to this second half. I didn't see much of him in the first half, in his first 20-minute stint, but he's really come alive as Thompson takes on the line. So they're going to start swinging it to the left by the looks. They've got a play set out to the left. They go here to Fitu. Fitu will just take it forward, and that's where the Raiders will be forced to play it. 5 metres out from the Cowboys' try line. Atchison at dummy half again. O'Neill's going to put up another bomb. Well placed. Coming underneath, it's Chen. Oh, but Moscow, he takes that ball in the in goal, and that'll be a 7-tackle set. Not quite the depth that O'Neill would have liked on that one. I think he would have liked it to be a bit shallower. Regardless, the Cowboys are going to roll down now. They've got 7 tackles to do something here as Moana goes into the line and delivers it short. Johnston goes straight through. Great tackle from Mark Iron, I think that was, the fullback. But Johnston makes some really strong meters, and the Cowboys are rolling again. Mobston, he brings it close to the 50, and he gets dragged down. Wells at dummy half, onto Koval. Koval just hands it straight to Malchus, and that's another intercept from the Raiders. They need to do something with this ball 48 minutes into the game. They go out to Wally Allen, and he'll take a settler, and it'll be second tackle. Morrison, the dummy half, he should run here. Morrison. Oh, there goes Corey Bell. Corey Bell, that's some great run meters from him. Great ball playing down the left edge by the Canberra Raiders. Corey Bell almost broke through there. Wally Allen takes it forward again. He gets dragged down 10 metres short from the try line. What can the Raiders do here? Morrison out to Iron. Iron with some footwork. He goes for the line. Can he make it? No, he's held up. They did well, the Cowboys defence. Atchison gives it to O'Neill. O'Neill puts it on the boot, and it's been knocked on by Wells. That's an important play from Kieran. There's a decent kick from O'Neill. He's lucky that Wells didn't catch that, though. Fitu at the scrum feed gives it to Iron, and Iron gets monstered in defence there. Not to the start to the set that the Canberra Raiders would have liked as they go to O'Neill. O'Neill back on the inside now to Wally Allen. Allen finds his front, gains some post-contact metres, and he's 5 metres out from the Cowboys line. Atchison to O'Neill, short pass to Malchus. Malchus goes for the line. He'll get rolled onto his back, and we'll have to head... No, we're not going to go to the bunker, sorry, but they've called held up, so he's going to have to bring it back to the 10-metre line, and that's going to slow down the Raiders. What have they got? O'Neill goes long. Fitu dragged down. He gained some important metres there. He's played quite strongly tonight. O'Neill, he gives it to Allen. Allen gets monstered. Wally Allen's been busy to start this second half, but I think they need to try something different. O'Neill goes for another bomb. This time Bell. No, it's Morrison, but Cambolo takes it, and he puts on some footwork. Great tackle there from Iron. He drove him back, but what a take from Bunty. Great stuff from him. He is having an SRL debut to remember. Almatagi takes the ball up now to the 20-metre line. So the Raiders again just failed to convert their field position to points, but the Cowboys have been letting them back in this one. They need to get through this set. Chris Lord needs to put out a simple message to his team that they just need to roll down, get to their kick, and get back into this game. As fourth tackle here, sorry. Moana hands it straight off. He was through and he tried the inside pass. The Raiders, another opportunity. Atchison will play the ball 20 metres out. Morrison gives it to O'Neill. O'Neill shaped a pass, but he'll take the tackle instead. 10 metres out from the line now, second tackle, Atchison. He gives it to Malchus. Malchus gets smashed in that tackle by the Cowboys defence. Atchison, Thompson, short pass to Ua. Can he get to the line? He's been rolled over on his back as well. And we're going to head to the bunker here, but you know, this isn't a try. There's no need to go to the bunker here. I think that the referee's just ticking boxes. We'll have a look at it. Yeah, the ball's up. The Cowboys defence knew it and the Raiders knew it too. We won't need another look at that one. And that's no try. So the Raiders, what can they throw at them now? They've thrown everything they have at them as Lewis takes it forward. He's had a good start to his SRL career here for the Canberra Raiders. Fifth tackle now. O'Neill, he's going to put it up as well. But Fitu gets in the way and they give away an offside penalty. Miscommunication between two of the Raiders leaders and they look at each other dumbfounded. That's poor from both of them. O'Neill, he should have adjusted that kick, but Fitu should not have gotten in the way there. That's not good from Canberra. And the Cowboys get a cheap ticket out of their own half. But they need to get through this set, the Cows. They've had a pretty disappointing start to the second half. I don't even think they've completed a set in 15 minutes of rugby league. As Mobston will go short. Cal Sarkow, we haven't seen much of him in the second. His first half was incredible. He made some really tough meters. He was actually pretty close to coming along with Malchus and signing for the Canberra Raiders. But he dropped out at the last second to stay at the Cowboys. And right now I reckon to be pretty happy with that decision. As Johnston drives forward now. Kobe Johnston made the move from Parramatta. It's an interesting decision, considering the fact that Parramatta did make the finals, but he still chose to leave. He thought his time was up there. There was a bit of player unrest, I think, at times with some of his decision-making. He's gone to the Cowboys with a simplified role. Chris Lord handles all that captaincy stuff, and he does his thing. Good tap back from Cambolo. Almatagi. Oh, great tackle from O'Neill. That was big from the Cowboys. But you can see the Cowboys are putting bombs up now because they've realised they're beating the Raiders in the air. The Raiders have consistently gone to the air in this game, and it has not paid off for them. This is not good from the Raiders as Atchison will play it to Fitu, and Fitu, great run from him, breaks through a tackle, and he gets an offload to Thompson. Probably could have done without the offload because Thompson got driven back about 5 metres. Good run from Fitu regardless as they go down the right-hand side. Good footwork from Alex Chen. He'll get dragged down about 35 metres away from his try line, and that's not a good pass, but Tu'ua did well. Third tackle becomes fourth, and the Raiders They need to find something quickly. They need to find Mark Iron or something. They're just going to go through the motions here. Jordan Lewis brings it forward over the halfway line, and that's the 5th and final tackle. They'll give it to Jack O'Neill, who will drive it into the Cowboys' half, but it doesn't find grass. Cambolo gets there on the full, but it's a good tackle there. I'm not quite sure who made that from here, but it was a great tackle. As Wells goes to dummy half, Moana plays it to Mobston, and Mobston will drive forward, trying to get to that 30-metre line, doesn't quite make it. Second tackle now, Wells goes out to Moana, Moana to Almataki, out to Cambolo, Cambolo beats Morrison, Bell with the great tackle, but good offload onto Johnston, and he got driven back in a great tackle there from Wally Allen. I think that was Allen that made that tackle earlier on Cambolo too, but Mobston's gone straight through now. Mark Iron comes, good offload. Chris Lord will drive forward to the 40-metre line, or just shy of it. The Raiders holding on a bit there. Cowboys wanted a penalty. They didn't get one, and Cal Sarkow will just push this one forward. 30 metres out from the Canberra Raiders line now. Wells at dummy half. He'll give it to Caval, and Caval will go deep into the corner, but Taya gets there in the full. So we haven't seen anything of Sonny Taya so far in this second half. He was brought off the bench for Joseph Black. I think maybe, you know, he's also a good option in the halves. He played in the halves at the Melbourne Storm. I would consider maybe Sonny comes on in a lock forward role. Maybe shift Fitu out to the front row. I don't really know what else they can do, the Canberra Raiders. Regardless, though, they're going to go through Mark Iron. Mark Iron puts on some good footwork. I guess another option, Fitu moves to the back row for Tu'ua, and Tu'ua goes on the bench as Thompson will kick early. He was outside the 40, but it's a good kick. And Almatagi, he gets there in the full, and the Raiders' chase was pretty poor there, and he will get all the way just shy of the 40-metre line. So no effort there from the Raiders on that chase. They were disappointed with that. It wasn't the best kick from Luke Thompson, but the chase should have been better as Lord brings the ball forward. He'll play it. Wells at dummy half again onto Caval. Caval gives it to Zach Smith. He's back on the field. He was brought off for Sangster, I believe, and it looks like Smith's playing in the middle. It's an interesting decision. Here's Almataki, puts on some footwork. He comes to Mark Iron, but Mark Iron makes another big tackle. Mark Iron's defence tonight has been pretty solid, apart from a miss on the first try scorer, Almatagi, in that first half, but there were some poor misses before then. So Mark has probably been one of the Raiders' best tonight, along with guys like Jordan Lewis, I think, has been strong as well. That probably should have been an offside penalty. We saw one earlier against Canberra when Jack O'Neill, of course, kicked the ball straight into the back of Fitu, but they've called it a play on there, and good footwork there from Chen. So he's looked dangerous a few times tonight, Alex Chen, but defensively, he hasn't really been on song. But with that being said, none of the Canberra Raiders have. Caval's back on there. He shouldn't have gone off, in my opinion. I think that they need that leadership out there all the time. When they had the ball, especially with all that ball that they had, I think he could have settled down the team a little bit, because at the moment the Raiders' spine aren't doing that. O'Neill, long ball, out to Caval again, and Caval will get it over the halfway line. 63 minutes into the into this game, and you know, the Raiders have had so much ball, but realistically, I don't think the Cowboys have ever been under too much pressure. As Luka Moscow, he broke through, and he's still going over the 30, the 20. Mark Iron, can he catch him? He does. No, he's broken through, and I think that's Fitu who's come across to make that tackle. No, it's Sonny Tay, and he gives away a penalty. They better be careful. This could be a professional foul. No sin bin from the referee, so Rahan Caval will take a shot at goal. So the Raiders are lucky there, but the Cowboys, they've let them off the hook here, but I think that they're going to try and just extend this game over that 3 converted try margin, and they will. So the Raiders have to score 4 times in about 15 and a half minutes of play. That's going to be tough for Canberra. I don't think they even have 12 points in them at the moment, let alone 20. You know, they've really struggled with the ball and without it. Just hasn't been a very good performance. They've got a pretty fresh side. I think that cannot be understated. You know, a lot of new players. It's also round 1. Like, they're still trying to figure each other out again. It's been 100 odd and 70 odd days, I think Lachlan Martin was saying on SRL 360, since the SRL Grand Final, and Raiders haven't played since the week before that. And a lot of these guys haven't even started this season. Of course, a lot of them played off the bench in last week's trial, so that all, you know, comes into account. But, you know, I think maybe I'm giving not enough credit to the Cowboys. They've been exceptional there. All their effort areas have been amazing. They've shown such sizzling attack at times. They've shown this really good brand of attack that's been really entertaining as they go inside. And there it is again, Al-Matagi breaking through. But their defense, they haven't let up. They defended about 20 minutes straight on their line, it felt like. And it just didn't look like the Raiders were ever going to score with just the scramble of the Cowboys as Bell brings it back. The Cowboys have been amazing. This is such a big win for them in their season. To start the season, start the year like this. This is exactly what they need to, I guess, springboard them for the rest of the season. Iron breaks through now. Mark Iron isn't giving up. It was a strong pass from O'Neill, and Mark Iron made some good meters there as they'll go to Luke Thompson. He'll go out to O'Neill, and O'Neill will take the line on, but Moana tackled him well. They get him around the legs there too. Good defense there from the Cowboys. Atchison takes off. Great run. He breaks through a tackle. Can he make it? No. He gets dragged down 15 meters out. He's going to play the ball. Morrison's at dummy half. O'Neill, he's going to put this ball up again. But there's no Raiders chase. They're jogging. Mark Iron didn't chase. There was no urgency there. O'Neill didn't make it in time, and they give away a 7-tackle set. So, you know, we can talk about rust all we want, but you have to get those little effort areas right. As Sangster breaks through now, he gets over the 40. He'll get dragged down 45 meters out from his own line, and that's a great run from Joseph. He'll be fighting for a starting spot, and he's shown some great ticker as Kalsako, away he goes, over the 30. Jamal will play the ball now. Wells at dummy half. Caval out to Moscow. Moscow, great footwork. Iron comes across. Look at Moscow, has had an awesome performance for the North Queensland Cowboys. 3rd tackle now. They go short to Caval, but great defense in the middle. They drive him back. But the Cowboys have got one more trick up their sleeve. They'll give it to Zach Smith, and he'll drive towards the line. Can they stop him? Have the Raiders conceded another try like that? They're going to the bunker. I think it was Joseph Black. No, it was Sabbath Ta'ua, who is very tired. Ooh, I think he's short. They only took one look at it. Let's see. No red lights. So the Cowboys are going to have to play this ball. 5th tackle. They give it out to Caval, and Caval, well, did he not drop that ball? We're going to have another look at that. But regardless, the dummy half, Thomas Wallace, looks like he's crashed over. I want to have another look at that kick, to be honest. Thomas Wallace, he's got that ball down. It's going to be a try. They're not going to go back and have a look at the kick. So brilliant result there for the North Queensland Cowboys. Exactly what they wanted. We might get a look at it on the replay. No, we're not. We're going to head straight to the goal kick. Yeah, look, on further inspection, I think the Caval did get boot to ball there. So good call from the referee. That's my bad. 24-0 now. Caval will take this kick. And the scoreline... do I say it reflects the contest? Yes, I do. The Cowboys have been phenomenal. But the Raiders, they had so many chances in the start of... They had some good chances at the start of the first half. Jack O'Neill kicked the ball dead. And then in this second half, they put up some really dangerous-looking bombs, but were unable to convert points there. But, you know, they've shown some glimpses of strong attacking football, and I think that there's a long way to go in this season. They can still bounce back from this for sure. It's round 1. There's 7 rounds of this competition, but they need to find some answers. Wells goes to dummy half, gives it off to Zach Smith. He breaks straight through the tackle there of Rahal Caval. That's a centre, playing in the middle, breaking through, an experienced forward. That just shows the mentality of the Cowboys. They aren't afraid, and you know, you've got to praise that one as Kalsako. He got monstered a bit there in defence from Thompson, who hasn't got very much ball in this second half. He probably would have wanted a bit more. You know, that left edge probably wasn't quite clicking the way they would have liked Canberra. Although they did make a few breaks down there, but the scramble defence of the Cowboys was strong. So, you know, it would have been good to see maybe Alex Chen get a bit of ball. Sonny Tyers barely had any ball. As Chen will get that ball, and he will run. And is he going to be pushed out here? He is. Alex Chen, he took a chance there to try and get the Raiders some points, try and inspire his team. He dropped back from that grubber kick. He did really well to get back there, and then from here he flirted with the touchline, and I think they fell in love because he got driven straight into its arms, and that's really poor from the Raiders center there. He should have had more game awareness, and he's experienced, Alex Chen. He knows better than that. 72 minutes in, I think that it's pretty safe to say the Raiders aren't going to be scoring, aren't going to be having a comeback. It's great tackle from O'Neill on Caval. He hasn't had the best game, O'Neill, but he's still a good-looking rooster. As they go out to Calsarco. Calsarco finds his front. He gets over the 20, or almost over to the 20. So they'll go down the blind side here. Good ball out to Moscow. Is he out? That's great defense on the edge there from Sonny Tyre, I think it was. Beautiful stuff. They were under a lot of pressure there, the Canberra Raiders. We'll have a look at it here on the replay. And yeah, good stuff. Good scramble. Alex Chen was in there as well. Luke Thompson came over the top. There isn't much celebrations, though. It was really good work from Canberra, but, you know, they don't look very happy. They don't look very pleased, that's for sure, as Mark Iron gives it to Morrison. Morrison breaks straight through. Jacob Morrison gets over the 30. He hasn't given up yet, Jacob. He's had a pretty hot and cold game. He's shown some great signs as O'Neill gives it to Mark Iron. Oh, that's some nice football from Canberra. So they have still got... They've shown glimpses of good attacking football, the Raiders, but they haven't been able to sustain it with some good defense as well as they go inside to Thompson, who finds his front. The Raiders are going well in this set. What can they throw at the Cowboys? Can they get some consolation points? Fi'u, he finds his front. That's a strong run from him. He gets over the 30. Fourth tackle. One more play. Thompson, he'll throw it. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. I think they're saying that it came forward out of Thompson's hands into Irons, and it took a deflection off a Cowboy. I think a Cowboy might have touched that. They might have got away with one there, the North Queensland Cowboys, but, you know, there's a little bit of protest from Canberra there, but I think they know they've been outclassed. As Caval, long to Smith. Smith, he'll find some strong meters there post-contact, and he'll play the ball almost at their halfway line. Wallace will take it over the halfway line. He's been strong tonight, Thomas Wallace. He's been really strong tonight. You know, there's always a debate on who the best dummy half in the game is, and he's definitely put his best foot forward as one of them. You know, we've got Corker and James Atchison for the Canberra Raiders, and he's completely outplayed Atchison tonight. Great offload from Smith onto Caval, I think it was. And Rahan Caval, sorry, not Rahal, will play the ball out to Moana. Moana will go long, so he's had a couple good moments in the 7 jersey as well. Of course, he is predominantly a winger. Corey Bell on debut for Canberra. He's tried his best. We know, you know, he's passed, but regardless, he's played quite well too. And Fi'u, he'll bring this ball forward. He gets over the 40. Great run there from Fi'u. Atchison, long to O'Neill. O'Neill gives it to Caval. He's a little bit behind him, but Caval, he responded well to that. Atchison gives it to Fi'u again, and Fi'u gets smashed in that tackle. And they'll play the ball, the Canberra Raiders. Can they find some points in the last 2 minutes of this game? Wally Allen just takes that ball forward. And that's 5th. He'll play the ball out to Morrison. And O'Neill, he kicks long to the corner. Dropping back there is Moscow. He gets there really well, puts on some footwork. Can Iron put him out? No. So O'Neill's kick didn't find the grass. Moscow got there on the full, and he winded up really well there as Calsarco's through now. Hasn't he had a game? He'll get dragged down shy of the 20-meter line. The Cowboys, what a performance from them. I am dejected, as I am, of course, involved in that Raiders club, as that ball gets knocked down there by the Raiders. No, it was just the contact from one of their players, and that tackle is what put that ball to the ground. As Wells gives it to Lord. Lord short pass to Johnston. The Cowboys have one more for their home crowd. Can they put 30 on the Canberra Raiders? Caval will take it forward over the 10 metres. And that's 5th and final. 30 seconds left to go. Wells, he gives it to Lord. Lord goes high. Chris Lord with another kick. He scored off his last kick. Oh, but Atchison gets there off the back. And that'll be it. You will have to say O'Neill, he gives it short to Fi'u. Fi'u breaks through of 1. But that'll be it, folks. The Canberra Raiders outclassed but the North Queensland Cowboys. What a performance. They've staked a real claim for the premiership early. They've put the whole competition on notice with a performance like that against a team that was a dark horse last year, you know. So, great performance from the Cowboys, and the Raiders are going to have a good, long, hard look at this game. That's all from me, folks. Check out the stats, check out the highlights. We've got another game coming up next. I'll see you later.